Sitting in FitWorkz hybrid training gym in DeKalb, Illinois. One of the best kept secrets to being successful at anything, including long-term fat loss, long-term weight loss, health, wellness, whatever it is you want to accomplish, is quite simply making your bed. Or it's as simple as making your bed. What do I mean? Let's take an example of, say, a 50-year-old client, 37-year-old mother of 3, works part-time, pursuing a degree, husband works shift work. Pick whoever it is you want. The reality is, whether you're in your 30s, you're in your 40s, or in your 50s, you've spent the better part of at least a decade becoming who you are today. And the idea that you're going to accomplish this massive, huge, incredible lifestyle change in one broad stroke of the brush, if you will, it's just not going to happen. In fact, if you try and accomplish undoing decades, a decade, decade and a half, 20 years, 30 years, however you want to look at it, if you try and change who you are today and who you became over the last X number of years, if you try and do it in one move, one change, you're going to fail. And our experience has been, people will only try something so many times and fail before they toss in the towel. They say, forget it, I just can't do it. I quit, I've had enough. Weight loss isn't for me. I'm meant to be this size. We've all heard that. Well, my body's happy here. Bullshit. Your body's happy where you provide the tools and the inputs to be happy. My genetics or whatever it is. If you try and accomplish too much too soon, you fail too often, you'll quit. What we found to be highly effective, and this is probably that one secret that never gets talked about, and it does tie into making your bed. If you look at major change, big change, health, wellness, weight loss, if you start small but have a victory, a win, it builds I can do it. It builds confidence. It builds esteem. It starts setting you up to accomplish the next bigger, slightly bigger item. But the bottom line is it's setting a pattern of success. And, you know, there's a great a naval admiral, he may even be retired at this point. He did a graduation commencement speech down in Texas. He said one of the reasons in the military you make your bed every day is worst case scenario, or at least in SEAL school, worst case scenario, when you come home, at least come home to a clean bed. After training, you come home, your bed, it's clean, it's made, it's kept. The other thing is it's a simple victory that you know you can do. You can do it every day. You can do it right. You can do it well with consistency. That will feed other areas of your life. So start making your bed. Find that small thing. And it may seem like not a big deal, but if you stack up enough not a big deal things in your daily routine, you're going to be on your way to a lifestyle, and you're going to be on the way to a lifestyle that's going to help you reach your goals, whether they're health, wellness, weight loss, fat loss, whatever you want to call it. It's consistency that matters. It's setting yourself for success that matters. It's building a mindset of I can do it that matters, and not getting hung up on, geez, this is such a huge change, I can't do it. Well, no kidding, you can't do it. If you spent 30 years becoming who you are today, you're not undoing that in a day. We do this all the time. We work one-on-one with people. We start looking at what are the small daily victories. You know, if somebody's nutrition is outright a disaster, they eat one time a day, tons of coffee, and it's not black coffee, it's loaded with creamer substitute, regular old sugar, they have 2 or 3 of those a day, the one meal they eat is absolute garbage. We're not going from there to 6 small meals a day. So we usually say, how about this? How about you skip breakfast every day? You've done that for years. How about our short-term goal? We have something for breakfast every day. We don't even define what that something is. We say something for breakfast every day. Let's get good at it. Let's see that we can set a goal, we can reach it, and then in a couple weeks or at the end of the month, we're going to revisit whether or not you're successful. And then let's start talking about how we can make a better choice at breakfast. Again, we've already established a pattern of behavior of successfully having the breakfast. Now let's talk about how do we make it better. And that's what we found to be terribly successful or incredibly successful with clients, is finding those small things, doing them well, doing them with great consistency, building self-esteem, building confidence. And we found that over the course, for most, it ends up being anywhere from 10 or 12 weeks. If we do enough of those little things, we end up with a big change that the client sees in the mirror. They see how their clothes fit. They hear from their coworkers. They hear from their family members, their significant other, whatever it may be. It's real change. And the big thing is, because it was small things that got us there, they're long-term maintainable. Ray Binkowski, author of the books Eat by Color, Get Fit and Live Healthy, owner of Hybrid Training Gym, FitWorkz in DeKalb, Illinois.